reporters? What's up, core reporters, and welcome back to my channel. YouTuber Tasha K has allegedly filed for bankruptcy amidst the $4 million defamation trial that she lost against rapper Cardi B. Just to remind you, Cardi B had sued her for a series of videos that she made accusing Cardi B of having an incurable intimately transmitted disease, accusing her of being a prostitute, all sorts of different things. And Tasha had been taunting her for a while, trolling with the "I didn't got it, I put my money in Africa" and whatnot. But now, according to the Neighborhood Talk, who broke this exclusive, Tasha officially filed for bankruptcy yesterday, Thursday, May 25th. Let's get into the story that they've got because it is quite stunning. I'm not surprised because $4 million is a lot of money to pay back, but I'm still stunned nonetheless, okay? So here's what the Neighborhood Talk had to say. Neighbors, we can exclusively report that Tasha K has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy after a judge ordered her to pay nearly $4 million in defamation damages to Cardi B. Official documents obtained by the Neighborhood Talk's Deasia Robinson show Tasha and her attorney declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy on May 25th, 2023. What does that mean exactly? A Chapter 11 debtor usually proposes a plan of reorganization to keep its business alive and pay creditors over time. The plans are designed to keep the business operational during and following the bankruptcy process. So as you can see there, filing for bankruptcy, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, doesn't mean that like this debt is going to disappear into thin air and Tasha is not liable. It's just kind of to structure like a payment situation or payment plan with Cardi B, which is quite fascinating to me that you need to file bankruptcy in order to do this. I would love to get one of my lawyer friends on here to kind of, break down what this truly means and why you would need to file bankruptcy to do this. So let's continue on. With any application such as this one, a list of assets is required. We learned that Tasha currently has $95 in her Chase account. A total of her personal property, including purses, cars, clothes, engagement ring, business-related properties, etc., was equal to $58,595.56. She currently is not being evicted from her home. Mind you, the home she can't be evicted from because she's not a tenant, she's a homeowner. It's just that she transferred the home into her husband's name as the threat of being sued by Cardi B like loomed in the past. And I gotta say, I don't know that that's gonna help her here. I think that they will get into her husband's finances as well, potentially. But again, I'm gonna need a lawyer friend to get into that. So Tasha was ordered to pay Cardi B nearly $4 million in damages after she accused the rapper of having herpes, amongst other shocking allegations. This is the first step in a long process of regaining her financial freedom. It has been reported that Cardi has begun collecting payments from Tasha. It's important to note that defamation settlements are not forfeited by bankruptcy. Oh, Lord have mercy. So let's get into the documents that the Neighborhood Talk was able to obtain, shall we? So here is where Tasha filed for bankruptcy in the Southern District of Florida, particularly the Fort Lauderdale division. Chapter 11 is noted here. Voluntary petitions for individuals filing for bankruptcy. And here you've got her full name, Latasha Transrina Kebe. So that's real. Now let's get into the second page here. Again, her full name is listed. So cash, examples, money you have in your wallet. I can't believe that you would need to list the amount of money you have in your wallet. Cause it's like, you know what? How much do I have in my wallet? I have like 20 euros, literally right now only. But like by the end of the day, because guess what I'm doing after I film these videos? I am going to get a gelato. I'm going to have maybe 17 euros, right? Like, or maybe even less than that if I stop by a restaurant, grab a glass of Prosecco or an Aperol Spritz or something, So it is fascinating to me that you would have to list the money you have in your wallet as exposed, like it's such petty cash, but I digress. In your home, in a safe deposit box, and on hand when you file your petition. So she says no for that, no cash. Now, when it comes to deposits of money, examples, checking, savings, or other financial accounts, certificates of deposits, shares and credit unions, brokerage houses, and other similar institutions. If you have multiple accounts with the same institution, list each. So she says yes, that she does have that. Remember, no cash, but yes to deposits of money. She lists her Chase bank account, and she says that there's only $95.56 in it. Of course, you would wonder, well, how is she able to, run her household, take care of her children and whatnot on $95? Well, that's because she is married to a man who also has a job. And that I think there's some, I think there, I'm not going to excuse her of filing a fraudulent bankruptcy thing, but I'm saying she's got more money than this. It's with the husband, and just like with the house situation, I'm pretty sure she put the house in the husband's name. I will have to go back and look, but I feel like I read about this when I was researching the case when she was being sued by Cardi B. Now, in line 36, they ask her to add the dollar value of all of her entries from part 4, including any entries from pages. Okay, so that was the cash and the account stuff. That's why it's only at 95. Still only at 95, sorry, because she did not have any cash to add. It was just that one line. Part 5, describe any business-related property you own or have an interest in. See, it's interesting when they add an interest in, not just own, right? So if you put it in someone else's name, then you can still have to report it. So she claims to not have any business related property, which is interesting to me because I could have sworn she used to talk about having some sort of a studio, but I digress. Now in part 6, they say describe any farm and commercial fishing related property. She definitely does not have that. Describe all property you own or have an interest in that you do not list above. So she claims no, which is fascinating to me because again, I could have sworn they owned a home and it was in the husband's name. Did this not even come out during the trial? Now in part 8, they ask her to list the totals of each part of the line of the form. So part 1, total real estate, she says $0. Part 2, total vehicles. She's got $46,750 worth of vehicle. I wonder what she's driving. Total personal and household items, $11,750. I wonder if that where the engagement ring falls in. Does it fall into that? Because that's quite high. And I know that they wanted her to account for that. Then part 4, total financial assets that were listed in line 36, which was the banking. Total business-related property, 0. Farm and fishing-related property, 0. Property not listed, 0. So total personal property when you add the vehicles and the personal and household items is $58,595.56. So that's pretty much all she's got in terms of assets to her name. And now here is her attorney signing off on her petition filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. As you can see, it is dated May 25th, just yesterday. So in this section, it says, for your attorney, if you were represented by one, if you are not represented by one, you do not need to file this page. So here it is. The attorney's name is Chad Van Horn, and he is from the Van Horn Law Group in PA. Is PA not? Listen, I am not American, and it's been a while since I lived in North America, so forgive me. Is PA Pennsylvania, or is it Philadelphia? I don't know, but that doesn't sound like it's in Florida, because Florida is PFL. Unless PA stands for personal attorney or something. Am I having like a dumb moment? Sorry, you guys. So yeah, a lot of the comments are not very forgiving to Tasha, of course, because like Cardi said, she had been warning Tasha for a long time, just take down the videos, issue a public apology, and we don't have to take it to court. But Tasha had refused to do that. So things ultimately ended up in this situation, which is really painful for her. I do wonder if she regrets that looking back, not just complying with Cardi, because it didn't have to get to this point. You know what I mean? Like, it's quite sad that she is even at this point. And I think it's going to be really hard to bounce back from, because again, Chapter 11 bankruptcy does not mean that the money she owes to Cardi is going to be dismissed. It just means that she is working out a payment plan in order to pay Cardi the money that she owes her at the end of the day. And I can't imagine owing someone $4 million. I can't. Like, that is way too much money, especially for Tasha as a mom of 2 children and whatnot. Like, $4 million that you were just burning for what? That you don't have, simply because you put out some wild information about someone and refused to take down the videos and apologize. Like, let this be a lesson learned. I don't want to kick her while she's down, of course, because honestly, I feel it in my heart that this really, it sucks. It's brutal and whatnot, but I do hope that this is a lesson learned for her moving forward. I do know that on Tasha's YouTube, she is posting less to her channel and more on a personal website she has that people pay, I think, like somewhere between $6 and $12 a month for like exclusive info from her and interviews and whatnot. So hopefully she's making a lot of money with that. But I don't know, $4 million is still a lot to pay back. I would love to have that for myself, not to give to Cardi B, who already has millions upon millions of dollars. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about this situation in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.